Are you ready to rumble?
Oh, boys and girls, we are so excited to have you here today. You guys have been reading a lot and doing awesome. Your class is going really well, so we're super excited to see how good you guys do today. So just a quick reminder of the rules. We're going to go one team at a time. Gets asked a question. You have 30 seconds to discuss it as a team. The team captain will then say what you choose to have be your answer. If you get the title correct, but you missed the author or something, or you both, the other teams can ring their buzzer to try to steal. Okay? So if it's your team's turn to answer the question, you don't have to hit your buzzer because I'm only asking you. Give me your answer, and then if you're trying to steal, that's when you use the buzzer, okay? Everybody wants to know to make sure their buzzers work correctly, so orange, push yours. Okay, yellow, try yours. Green, blue, and purple. Okay, so they all work, and I know they can be frustrating sometimes when you feel like you're the one that hit it first and it doesn't light up, but that's just kind of the way the buzzers work. So just try to be the first one, have quick fingers. And let's see, does anybody have any questions? And then after we do the individual questions for each team, then we'll do the lightning round at the end where anybody can answer the question and you can try to say yes.
But those what the winners get? Your hands
What?
Are those what the winners get?
Yes, the team that wins, they get the prize today. Yes.
Can you have your hand close to the buzzer?
You can touch the buzzer, I don't care. But
Anyone can push the buzzer. We just need you guys to talk. When, say, the Battle Avocados got the question, they have 30 seconds. That's when you guys need to be talking to each other very quietly, because if they get it wrong, you ring in, you have to answer. You don't get the 30 seconds. So anyone can push it, but talk, and then have your team captain answer, okay?
Okay, so you guys understand that if you're stealing, you have to give us an answer quickly, or else I'll move on to someone else, okay? All right, you guys ready to get going? Okay, the first question is for the Battle Avocados. In what book was the main character making a surprise for her brother with blueberries and a dog?
The Boxcar Children.
Oh, you have to let your team captain answer.
The Boxcar Children.
Author?
Is it Beatrice?
10 seconds, actually, 7, 6, 1.
Okay, that's not correct, so who else knows the answer? Who's the author? That's correct. So the Battle Avocados, hang on, Battle Avocados get 5 points for the title. Underdogs get 2 for still in the author, okay? You guys get how that works? So you can kind of still part of it. All right, next question for the Sharks. In what book was the family honored by their Sports Hall of Fame, even though only 7 of the 12 were still alive?
Brothers at Bat, I heard it.
That's correct. Good job. All right, Clorox wipes. In what book is the last paragraph about how the characters have an idea to recover stolen money? Yes.
I just wanted The Lemonade War by Jacqueline Davis.
That's correct. Okay. All right, underdog, here's your question. In what book do the main characters stand against the wall at recess where they glare at everyone and take turns spitting on the blacktop? You can go ahead and answer your. You know the author?
Ten seconds.
You're right.
That is correct. Okay, good job. All right, the poor popcorn. In what book is the main character always getting into dumb accidents? That is correct. Okay, back to the Battle Avocados. In what book does a pet no longer dig after its owner filled in the holes?
Tornado by Betsy Byron.
That's correct. Good job. Okay, Shark, here's your question. In what book did the team manager say, "Did I see what I just seen"? Who is that guy out there?
Have you ever heard of Untitled Chapter by Jonah? By Jonah Woodson.
That's correct. So here, let me just quickly tell you the reason that we even have a team captain is because it's not as big of a deal like right when you guys are doing this part, but in the rounds when you're like doing the speed rounds, if two of your teammates yell out different answers, I don't know who to listen to, like who gets to be the one that's the right, if one's right and one's wrong. So if you have a team captain, that way no one accidentally just blurts out a different answer without, talking about it first. So that's really the reason. Okay. All right, Clorox lights, you ready for one? Okay. In what book does a character hide his book in the sheet music in class in order to keep reading?
By Andrew Clement.
That's correct. Good job. Okay, underdogs. In what book was a person elected when our flag had only 33 stars?
Lincoln and the Pair Compare.
That's correct. Okay, popcorns, you ready? Oh, sorry, what's the author?
Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Anybody else know the yellow team? You know the author of that one? Yeah, that's correct. All right. Okay, popcorns. In what book does a little girl talk about how hard it is to keep everyone fed in Holland? That's correct. All right, back to the Battle Avocados. In what book was the main character's original name Mud and his sister was Tad? Great to talk about it. Yes.
The one and only Ivan by Catherine Applegate.
That's correct. Good job. Okay, Sharks. In what book does the main character want freckles?
Freckles by Judy Blume.
That's correct. Yep. Your turn. All right, who are we on? We're on the Clorox. All right, in what book was the dog trying to bury his bone with only one paw?
The Boxcar Children by Gertrude Chandler.
That's correct. All right, underdogs. In what book do the main characters eat cheddar cheese sandwiches every day?
Ten seconds.
David Francis.
That's correct. Do you know the author?
1.
Anybody else know the author? Green? That's correct. Okay, so 5 points for underdogs, 2 for Clorox lights. Okay, popcorns, ready? In what book was a person the first to be elected under our 50-star flag? That's correct. Okay, back over to the Battle Avocados. In what book can a dog not sleep unless he is lying on his best friend's stomach?
Yeah.
Yes,
One and only Ivan by Catherine Applegate.
that's correct. Hey, the sharks. In what book does the main character's mother tell her son she will be playing cards at the neighbor's house?
How to be a perfect person in just 3 days by Thieme.
That is not correct. Gluten.
Lemonade Board.
Not correct. Green thing.
Freckle Juice by Judy Blue.
Good job. Clorox wipes, good. All right. Then Clorox wipes, it's your turn now, right? Wait, okay. All right, Clorox, you ready? In what book do a character and his dog run around in a tree until they bump into each other and fall on the ground?
Tornado by Betsy Fire.
That's correct. Hey, underdogs. In what book did the main character retire at the peak of his career?
You never did extend the coca.
Author? Not correct. What was it?
John Winter.
That's correct. Okay, so hang on. So underdogs get the 5 for the title and 2 for that. Okay, popcorn, you ready? In what book did a character eat all the Lorna Doane cookies that her mother had set aside for a Girl Scout meeting? Lorna Doone, maybe?
Ten seconds.
Okay, the author?
3.
That's correct. Good job. All right. Battle avocados. In what book did the Children's Aid Society help a community after World War II?
Boxes for Kachi and
Okay, that's correct. So 5 for battle avocados, 2 for Clorox. Okay, sharks. In what book does the character have a collection of toothpicks?
Freckle Juice by Beauty Blue.
That is not correct. Purple team, what is it?
Losers Club by Andy.
That is not correct. Anyone else? Blue.
Lemonade
No. Anyone else? Orange?
Board. Losers Club by Andrew Davis.
No, that's too. Okay, Clorox, you want to take a guess? Blue can't guess again, sorry.
Boxcar Children.
That is not correct. Everybody had a chance to guess, right? Do you have a second guess? In 3, 2. Okay, now you guys can't guess again, sorry. Okay, audience. Do you know which one it is? Who has a collection of toothpicks? Anyone? No? It was How to Be a Perfect Person in Just 3 Days. All right. Clorox wipes. In what book does the main character have to start attending the extended day program at school after both parents go back to work full time?
Losers Club by Andrew.
That is correct. All right, underdogs. In what book were there so many children in one family that they slept 2 to a bed?
Brothers at Bat.
Do you know the author? That's correct. Good job. Okay, this your last individual question for your team, and then we'll do the lightning questions, okay? All right, you guys ready? Avocados? In what book did the main character make the newspaper for the... Oh, I'm so sorry. Popcorn too. In what book did the main character make the newspaper for the first time because of basketball? That is not correct. Yellow. Yeah, you had to have it right away.
Boxcar Children by Leonard.
Not Boxcar Children.
The Infamous Wretches by
No, that's not right. Blue?
The Purple Juice.
No. Orange team, you want to take a guess? No? Who wants to take a guess? Anybody know? You know right there? What is it?
Lemonade. Never heard of Sandy Facts?
So you never heard of Sandy Koufax? That's what it was. It's confusing because it's for basketball, not baseball, right? All right. Oh, this is the lightning round. All right. Okay, so this is, oh, I'm sorry. We're going to do one more individual question. Sorry, I thought we were farther down than we were. Okay, so you guys get one more question. Here we go. In what book is the main character worried that they will not be liked by their classmates in the new school year?
Losers Club by Andrew Clam.
Not Losers Club. Yes, no? Purple? In 3, 2, 1. Okay, someone else want to guess? Blue?
Freckle Juice.
Not Freckle Juice. Okay.
The Infamous Wretches by Taylor.
No, that's not it either. Yeah. No, I don't think so. That Bill?
Boxcar Children by Leonard.
No. You guys have a guess?
How to be a perfect person in just a day.
No. Anybody else know?
Tornado?
No.
Tornado?
It was the lemonade war. Remember, because the girls were she's going up a grade and says grade no one's gonna like her. Sharks, you're up. In what book does the housekeeper send 10 cookies home with the boy?
Lemonade War by David.
No. Green.
The Boxcar Children by Warner.
That's correct. Here you go, Clarks. In what book are the main characters' best friends an elephant and a dog?
The One and Only Ivan by Applegate.
Good job. All right, underdogs. In what book was a team named after a family because of all the players were related?
Brother That Match.
Author?
Mermaid.
Good job. That's it. Okay, popcorn. In what book does the main character struggle to pick up a piece of paper a fellow classmate has thrown at him?
Freckle Juice by Jimmy Blue.
That is correct. Okay, now we're doing the lightning round, okay? So anyone can answer. If I don't finish the question and you ring in your buzzer, then I'm just going to stop talking and you can try to figure it out, okay? In what book was a man introduced to his future wife at a local dance in Springfield, Illinois? Blue.
Brother The Match.
That is not correct. Green?
Lincoln and Kennedy by Tim Reddick.
That is correct. Next question. In what book do the characters decide they want to help make life easier for others? Purple. No? Yellow?
Famous Wretches
Yes. Author?
by Laura Ray.
That's correct. All right, next question. In what book do people dance a jig over the arrival of socks and canned meat? Orange. Author? In 3, 2, 1. Anyone else will be author?
Candace Fleming.
Good job. Okay, so 3 for avocados, or sorry, 5 for avocados, 2 for flowers. Okay, next question. In what book does a character always try to find the good in something? Good job. Okay, very last question. Here we go, boys and girls, last one. In what book does the main character realize that one-word labels don't tell the whole story of a person? Blue. In 3.
How to be a perfect person with food.
No. Purple. In 3.
Mermaid by
No, not Lemonade War. Green.
The Losers Club by Andrew Clement.
That is correct. All right. Hey, we're going to tally up the scores for a minute here. I don't know, were you guys in here watching the other class or no?
No.
So for the rest of the school year, if you boys and girls, if any of you want to keep reading any of the books or Battle of the Books, you can keep earning the pendants. And if you read all of them, you can earn just a little MVP prize for reading all of them. Your teacher will be the one, I'm going to give her a list of all the books just that we've been checking off. So she can keep track of what you've been reading. And then you can go to her and let her know which ones you need a reward for. And you need to do this by May 1st. Okay? Yeah.
What if you've already read all of them?
Then you're done. You can read something else. Some kids have asked me if it's okay if they check out the other grades books of the Battle of the Books from the library, and that's okay to do that too. Yes?
So if you did read all the books, do you still get a...
You get a little MVC prize towards the end of the year, okay? All right, do you guys have any other questions? Yes? Oh, we're getting there. We're doing some math as fast as they can. Go ahead. Oh, lovely. All right, well, don't break them. Okay, now, hands off. All right, hands off. Sorry, I don't want you to, nobody break them, so let's just leave them alone now. Okay, I think we're close. Anybody have a favorite book? What was yours?
Probably the Infamous.
Yeah, they're funny. Yeah,
I like The Losers Club by Andrew Clement.
yeah, that's a good one. What's yours?
I like Tornado.
Yeah,
I really know Ivan or How to Be a Perfect.
yeah, those were some good ones. Okay, you guys ready for to hear this? Oh my goodness, this was a really close battle in a lot of areas. Okay, our 5th place goes to the popcorn team. Good job, guys. Our 4th place goes to the Battle Avocados. Good job. 3rd place goes to the Sharks. Good job. 2nd place goes to the Underdogs. Not bad, Underdogs. And the 1st place goes to the Clorox. So, boys and girls, Clorox likes if you would Clorox wipes, make sure you bring your poster to the final battle on Thursday. And if you guys would just Clorox would come over and you can get a prize, we're going to take a picture. Everybody else, you guys, thank you so much for participating. I think it's really neat that so many of your classes did it, and I hope you guys have fun.
Okay, stand in front of the cart right now, we'll take your picture. All right, look this way, ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job, girls.
This is my, will you run that with me? Will you take that one? This is my speech. Okay, there's your phone. Just so you guys know, fourth grade, just so you know, 4th grade has PE at 10:35, so we're gonna PE will be on site. So, our whole grade level has 10:35. So you're gonna have to hurry up. Okay, I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. And then are we able to come with our class?
As far as I know, it was fine if they did. So we're gonna kind of have it set up like, they're actually gonna kind of like play baseball, like we're gonna move from like base to base. So the kids will kind of be sitting around all the outside edges. I think they'll be spread out, yeah.
Awesome.
As far as
Those are our two questions.
Okay,
Just
thank
wanted to
you.
give you a heads
Yeah,
up.
we'll just try to hurry, but maybe I'll just be late, a little bit late for P, is that okay?
Do you want us to see if we can switch with another random one?
You could?
Do you think it's gonna
Yeah,
come more
so,
than 35 minutes?
Mrs. Porter was the one that put the schedule together for me, because I didn't know who had specials when.
Right.
So, so
Because I can
either,
ask some other teams if they
they,
wanna
the
switch
only
with us.
problem is they like, parents like signed up to come and help,
Oh,
like when their
okay, then we
kids were
won't.
gonna be.
Okay.
Well, just, it'll be close, and so hopefully you
Okay,
won't just
no
make
worries.
it. Okay, all right, thank you.
We're just gonna ask a question.
What's up, guys?
How
How close is the score for the first and second place?
First and
And
second,
First place was pretty
I'll
far,
tell you
but
this,
everything
first
else.
place won by quite a bit, but everybody else was 1 point away from each other. So first place was a clear winner, but then all the other places were only 1 point away from each other.
Alright, I'm gonna go.
I'm a poster.
Who wants to be the timer clearer instead of a scorekeeper? I gotta go get intermediate. So, it's not too bad, the light.
Can I just finish with a video?
The timer.
You what?
But I've been holding this in one hand and then doing the timer in this hand, it's a 30-second timer that you just hit start. And when it's 10 seconds, I mean, they very rarely get to it. This is probably the most they've ever gotten to 10 seconds.
Okay, and then have you been making it on?
And then I clear it like right when she says, I've kind of been watching over her shoulder a little bit, so I know, okay, this is gonna be wrong, so I'm gonna need to be ready to, they're gonna ring in, I'm gonna clear it, they're gonna ring in, I'm
Oh,
gonna
so
clear
this
it.
clears it when they ring.
They ring, and then right after they ring, they answer, and as soon as they're done with their answer, when she starts talking, I've been clearing. So they say like Sandy Koufax, and she says, and I'll hit Sandy Koufax by such and such author. I clear it right there, because then she says correct or incorrect, and they start reading again.
Okay, but if they're ringing like, trying to steal on yellow, you don't have to clear it after yellow hits it and rings in and then.
When they try to steal it, so if they steal it wrong, then you do have to clear it.
You have
So,
to clear after every single one, so they can ring again.
yes.
It wasn't two whole line up at the same time.
Yeah. So the first team, not that you'll ring in unless they, when they're buzzing in and they don't need to, I just clear the second they say it. The second they hit their buzzer, I just clear it. It's not a tick on them, they have 30 seconds, and I feel like the tick is annoying when they're trying to sing. And so if they push it on their question and they didn't need to, I clear it right away. And then if they get it wrong, then it will, someone else is gonna ring in the second they hear them say it wrong. And they'll say, Sandy Koufax by such and such. As soon as they've given their full answer, before Jamie's been saying that's correct or incorrect, I've been hitting it. Because they know that if they know the right answer, they know that what that person just said is wrong, and they'll start hitting it and they get frustrated.
Okay,
And so I've been clearing it as soon as they said their answer before she's even said it's correct. I've been clearing it right as soon as they say the full answer, I clear it. So that the next person that already knows that they said it wrong can start with it.
Okay, so this is actually got some before.
Yes.
Okay.
I've been holding it like this.
Okay.
It seemed a little
And you've
bit
just been
easier.
doing a 30-second timer like
Uh-huh, just a 30-second timer.
But also kind of however you do it is how we'll just do it that round.
Yeah.
So,
I was just trying to, I was trying.
Yeah.
it's fine.
So.
I don't know if you want to Clorox this off and use it,
That's right, we'll just get this.
or, hey, listen up, guys.
Thank
Every time you do
you.
that whistle, you know, you stick your fingers in your mouth.
Jason did, well, he didn't go to, he's injured, he sat at keeper training yesterday, but keeper training's the Utah State keeper trainer, and he like can whistle, you don't even know he's whistling, and he whistles the whole practice, like, he's got them in a line, and they're doing like a drill where they go through these cones, and he wants the next one to start, one will start, and they'll like,
Really?
we couldn't even figure out who was whistling at first, I'm like,